What is going on, everyone? ODC here, and I am here, finally got my Mythic Legions Advent of Decay. Well, some of them. I showed a huge unboxing of this yesterday on my Strident, or the Strident fan page. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can. But here is where I do the live reviews. I was going to originally do this as a regular review, but I decided to go with a live review. This is going to be our host, Sir Gideon Heavensbrand, over here. Oh, Sir Gideon Heavensbrand. Well, slap me on the bottom and call me Jack. But this is going to be our kind of size comparison guy. He's going to be our helper, our companion through all of this this whole journey. Now, I am supposed to receive a second shipment tomorrow. I received another shipping notice that I'm supposed to receive 2 more packages. One Friday and I think one next week. So I plan on doing the entire wave on this channel. So, but bear with me here, as I did actually take some of these out of the package because I mean, I feel like I can't really like do a review. Andy, what's up, man? I can't really do a review unless I start like moving around, playing with them, see how the articulation is in certain points, see what bothers me. There is a lot of new stuff here, especially with the plastics now. The plastics have drastically changed on these. Through multiple parts, like the weapons are, I would say, a better style plastic as far as longevity goes. They are a little bit on the more pliable side than the old ones, like this, the Heavensbrand sword right here, which Sir Gideon has. Sir Gideon Heavensbrand. Hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, one of my favorite Mythic Legions action figures, by the way. If you do get a chance to get this guy, I suggest you get him, because he was from, I think, wave 1. He was the initial first wave. I think we're on wave 4 now going on. So, but even if you see him, I think even if you see him for around $50, I'd still pull the trigger. I think it's not too bad for him. I think Big Bad Toy Store might still have him up. I don't know, 100% sure, but you can't wait to get your new set. Awesome, man. Awesome. What did you get? Darkness. What did you get? But here are some of them. I'm just going to kind of line them up. This isn't what they're equipped with is kind of just what I liked. So we'll move Sir Gideon out of the way here. But he'll be our little size comparison guy throughout this video. Here's the first one. I'm only doing the Legion builders for this. You got all the vampires and a few others. Awesome, man. Speaking of vampires, here we have a vampiress right here. There we go. She's looking pretty awesome with her sickle swords. And speaking of another one, this is really cool. I like this guy a lot. I do want to point out something about the shields. They did put something new with the shield. I don't know if I necessarily like it, to be honest with you. But here's another... Actually, I should probably put those two together, huh? This is the... Hold on. This is the what you call it? The Skeleton Legion Builder. And then we have the Vampire Knight. Pretty awesome. And then we have... We'll go evil right now. And we have the Dark Elf Legion Builder. With his big old battle axe. I'm going to have to back this up a little bit. Let's make sure we're focusing here. I don't know why this is so fuzzy right now. Stop it! Come on, 720K or 720K, 720p. Oh boy. All right, next up, we've got her. What is going on with this camera right now? Good Lord, everything's so fuzzy. There we go, that's better. All right, we'll put her in the back there. There we go. Put her in the back. And then we got some good guys. There's a sword I want to show you guys. like I said, I'm expecting 2 more boxes for this, so I can't wait. But I'm going to show you the packaging. I just kind of want to give you guys an overall look at the figures first before I start breaking them down individually. And there we go. There's the That's another thing I want to get to is these. The ankles. Oh, the ankles. Oh, the ankles. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the ankles. And then one of my favorites is, ooh, the Deluxe. The Deluxe Knight Legion Builder. Awesome. And then we have the, ooh, the 4 Horsemen sword, which I don't know who I'm going to give this to yet. But we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, bear with me really quick. I rushed home. I actually was supposed to be on here at 9 o'clock, and I want to apologize to you all. But I was supposed to be on here at 9. I got a little caught up with work stuff and things going on, but I am here. I had to rush to my review station to get this all set up and everything quick. So I just got to run downstairs really quick, grab my charger this way, midstream. This thing doesn't die from battery. Yeah, just take a look at your aesthetics right here out of all of these. I'm going to show, like I said, I'm going to break down each individual one, show all the accessories and everything, and we're just going to kind of shoot from the hip, hang out, have a good time, discuss some Mythic Legions, which is stuff that I've been wanting to discuss, but I haven't really had too much product to go through with them. But since these are all new bodies, all new sculpts, there's no really reuse parts from any other previous waves besides some of the weapons, but that's okay. But we have a whole new plethora of new weapons that come with these. So hold your thoughts, grab yourself a drink, a beverage, a sandwich, whatever you need to do to sit down, relax. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk some action figures. And this is something I'm really looking forward to. So, and this is a line that I want to say that I'm pretty passionate about. Like, I love Sword and Sandal stuff. I love like World of Warcraft type stuff. So this is awesome for me. Like, I have many loves within action figures, but this is very special too. So hold those thoughts. I'll be right back, I promise. Okay, I'm back. Whew. Ran up and down those stairs. All right. I had to grab myself a beverage too. I hope you guys and gals don't mind. But how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Let's get this party started with a red stripe. Jamaican phobia. All right. Alright, so we got ourselves a beer. Human Mechanism, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? I gotta check out your recent video, man. I gotta check that out. I've been kind of getting pummeled with work because the weather's changing now and we're getting ready for winter over here. So, but I got a whole backlog of stuff I gotta watch. If you haven't checked out Human Mechanism, be sure to check him out. And away we go. Welcome to the Mythic Legions realm. With vampires and orcs and elves and mages and centaurs and minotaurs and knights and dwarfs and ogres. We're getting ogres soon. I can't wait for that. But okay, so let's see. Who should we start with? I think I'm feeling... We'll start with... We'll start with the elf. We'll start with our evil elf over there. Then we'll move on to some of my... I mean, I like a lot of these, but... Actually, you know what? We'll start off with the skeleton. How's that? We'll start off with that. Oh, good. All those ankles. We'll get to those. I keep alluding to it, but I will get to the ankle situations with these. Let's get that out of there. And we'll get her out of here. And him out of here. Okay, so some cool stuff with this guy. Or girl. Or whatever your imagination wants to tell you here. It is technically a... There we are. We'll do that little setup right there. Beautiful. Looking good. Okay, that looks crisp and clean. That image right there. Okay, so here is the packaging for the Skeleton Soldier Builder. Now, he does come with a plethora of different things here. Some attachments I'm going to have to do some more research. I just got these in hand. I probably should have done my research before. I apologize if I'm not 100% informative, but this is only episode 1, where there's probably going to be like a 4 or 5 part episode to this. But anyway, Zorpox, what's up? Here is the Skeleton Soldier Builder, or Legion Builder, whatever you want to call it. But he looks pretty cool. Now here's the packaging. The card art on the back is pretty much all in the same. It does have this beautiful new picture design here for the back. So the card artwork on the back is all new, showing some of the characters on the back. It's not every single one, because I think there's like, over 40 characters in this wave. And I'm planning on showing you all over 40 of them. Here's a picture of the Skeleton Warrior on the back. Let me get him out of the way. Skeleton Warrior on the side, not the back, dumbass. And some of the stuff that he comes with. There's no read-up for this character because it's just a kind of an army builder type character. I'm definitely going to not army build these because they're super hard to get your hands on, and if you don't either pre-order these or join the Kickstarter when these are available, you're going to spend $50 a piece on them or more easily. So army building for me, because I collect other things, isn't really within my realm of reason, logic and reason as far as, you know, my collection goes. But other people, this is the only thing they collect. If that's it, then go for it, man. Go nuts, you know. But here are some of the accessories. I'm just going to kind of plop them down there. Oops. I'm dropping everything. Come on, get out of there. All right, here we go. All right, I do want to say this, that this, while this is just a Legion builder or an army builder, it does come with quite a few things, and even the subtle paint applications on the weapons are pretty cool. Let's bring in the figure here. It does come with an extra torso piece. This is actually the torso that came with the figure in the packaging. I swapped out the torso just because I like the way this one flows with the armor better. But if you like this style, you can go with it. It doesn't really matter. This plume, that's what it's called, attaches to the top of the head, which I'll show you in a minute. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys the paint applications on it. And I think it looks pretty good. We got a little bit of some extraness from the the factory. But here's the plume. A very grotesque, kind of raggedy looking plume. Kind of like it's wilting and dying. I'm pretty sure that these attachments are for the back, and these are for like a wing attachment. Now there's a smaller hold one, and then there's a larger hold one. And then there's this attachment, which I'll be honest with you, I don't know what this is for. I'm pretty sure it attaches to the back as well, and it might be for some sort of weapon storage or something. I'll have to figure it out. I apologize if I don't know in this video, but I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out by the next video. So I apologize for not being informative about that. But moving on. Here is the extra head it comes with. So you have some variety. If you buy a bunch of these guys, you have some variety. You don't have to always give them just that helmet piece. You can give them just a regular sculled piece. Looks really good. Really nice sculpting detail, paint detail where the eyes are, the teeth, the nose. Everything's got really good paint shading going throughout. Even the skull detail over here. Let me get my pointer out so my large fat fingers aren't in the way. But there you have the skull, and you can actually see some cracks and crevices going throughout the skull. Looks really good. Up here, going throughout, going down, just kind of spining off over here. Or splintering off, I should say. Not spining off. But looks really good. So there's that, and then he comes with his holster that we've seen with other figures from Mythic Legions in the past. It's just a black kind of leathery style strap that holds a sword or a knife or an axe or a spear. And I wanted to point this out. There's actually like a little bit of paint shading going throughout to give off that rusty look right here, which is pretty cool. Let me get this guy out of the way. He is just, it's messing with my focusing right now. But as you can see right here, there's some kind of like brownish type of, reddish brownish type of rust look to it. And it does go throughout the entire spear. So if you don't see it on camera, let me just tell you that it is there lightly phased throughout the rest of the staff. So, or spear, excuse me. But here is my look for this character, and I think that looks pretty cool. Like I said, these are 100% modular. You can pop off the head. You can pop off this little top portion right here, this little spike, and you can change that up with a plume if you so choose. There you go. If you like that look better for the character, which I don't think that looks pretty. I don't think that looks half bad, actually. I think I'm going to go with the spike, though. I think the spike looks a little bit better. So you can do that. Like I said, you can pop off the head. You used to be able to pop off the neck piece. I don't think that you can do that anymore. With some of these, I noticed that you can. And others, it's pretty much just a stock piece where it's attached to the rest of the torso. I'm kind of split down the middle if I like the neck piece being able to be removed, because in the past you had specific neck pieces that were made out of, like, let's say you had a skeleton Legion builder like this. Well, I popped this head on so you guys can see what that looks like. There we go. Let's say you had a skeleton Legion builder like this in the past. He actually had a skeleton spinal column sticking out, and you would be able to swap that head if you wanted to, let's say, use that body for a different character that wasn't a skeleton based character. Let's say you wanted to have him be like a regular human. You could swap out that neck piece and not have to worry about the, exposed neck looking weird on the human character. So there was those options. They kind of took away those options with the new molds here. I think on the Deluxe Night Builder, you are able to remove that neck piece, but the other torso that it comes with has this stock neck piece that's attached. Same thing with this piece right here. So that's just kind of a basis of how the new body molds work. They are a smaller body mold, so maybe they thought, we don't want to risk breakage or anything like that, so that's maybe the route that they went because of that. The shield has also this nice rust finish to it. It looks really good. That's continued through the spear and the sword, which looks awesome. And then there's tons of like rust shading going throughout the shoulder armor right here, the shoulder armor over here, all throughout the chest piece right here, the lower torso, the gauntlets, both gauntlets, the cod piece right here, the, I guess you want to call these boots or shin guards for the armor. Everything is very consistent throughout. You know, the only thing that's kind of a bummer on this is that mine has a little bit of loose hips syndrome, which is not welcomed. His leg is kind of bowed a little bit. These are things I have to point out. They're nitpicks. A major nitpick of mine is when I get a brand new figure and it's loose in any joint. It drives me up a wall. I can't stand it. I'd rather have a figure be super, super tight jointed, and I'm able to loosen those joints up with methods, as opposed to having to tighten up a joint with using floor polish and going through that whole hassle. And then sometimes floor polish works too much, and then the joint gets too tight, and then you snap the peg. So it really, I don't know, loose joints just bother me. It's just a huge pet peeve that I have, and I can't stand it. But you can use it, and I think this is the reason why they went with this extra torso piece. This has a little bit of boobage right here, as you can see. So you can use this for a female skeleton Legion builder if you want to, or you can go with the flat-chested, more male, smaller torsoed male chest piece. So I like that they gave you those options, and they don't have to necessarily do that. They could have went the vanilla route and just, nope, you only get this chest piece. But it's nice that they did that. And this is not a deluxe figure. This was, I think, one of the cheaper figures, to be honest with you. It's a Legion builder. It was a cheaper. So it's nice that they gave you those options. Sorry to wet my palate there. But you can, you know, obviously you can hold the spear fine in his hand or her hand, whichever route you want her to go. Now, here's the thing that kind of bothers me. I can applaud the Four Horsemen for going trying to improve things, trying to go a different route. I know there's a lot of complaints with the clip system from other collectors over the years that, oh, the clips aren't big enough and my clip snapped, and oh, you know, it's not big enough for the gauntlet to stay. So they went with this new system where it's kind of got just a hand peg. But the issue with that is some of these hands, these newly sculpted, beautifully looking sculpted hands, they're not big enough for this peg. It's almost like the peg is too big for the hand, and they almost don't want to hold on to it. And if they do hold on to it, they kind of fall out all the time. With this figure, it's not so much. With this guy or this lady right here, it happens a lot. So I actually had to wedge her. Oh God, this lighting is AIDS. Okay, let me get that out of the way. I actually had to wedge her arm on the peg, underneath the peg, so it would stay, because this hand was just not working. So the hand's just too small. With the other guys, like Sir Gideon's Heaven's Brand, he might hold on to it better because he has bigger hands with a wider grip base. So it might work better with the older figures, but the newer ones with the smaller bodies and the smaller proportions, it doesn't really work too well. But overall, I really like this figure. It looks really good. It's definitely going to, you know, kind of hang out in the background, or maybe if I do some photos and stuff like that, some diorama pieces, which I'll be honest, I need to do more. But if I do more, they're going to be in the front of the lines. But the overall sculpt, the detail on here, the the fact that we're getting more and more variety with these figures, oh man, it just makes me want to be more and more passionate about these. But the other issue is that I want to get to, since I'm on my little gripes and nitpicks, I'm trying to kind of nail everything with this first figure just to get it out of the way so I can just discuss points of this, you know, the difference in armors and variations in the other figures. I just kind of want to get that out of the way so we know, and you know, because those are the important key elements to wanting to buy these figures or not. Like I said, the leg piece right here is bowed, and this is a thicker plastic right here. And I don't want to force it too much, so I might have to use some heat on it, but it's, as you can see, it's kind of kicking in that way. It kind of affects the figure from standing and affects their center of gravity, to be honest with you, as far as the stance goes. So I'm going to have to fix that. It's something I'm going to have to do. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, it's not, oh my God, this figure sucks or anything like that. But, you know, it's just a gripe that I have to point out. The other thing is the ankles. Some of the figures are better than others. I never had any ankle issues with the other previous waves with the bigger bodies. But for some reason, these ankles, the peg, let me just show you. The peg on the ankle. It's not almost wide enough in diameter, because when you try to push the ankle back, and the ankles are very stiff, extremely stiff. Now the ankle pivot is not stiff. The ankle pivot is great. You got Marvel Legends style ankle pivot. But when I try to move this back, it's very difficult. It's extremely difficult. And they changed some of the plastics here with these, so they're a little bit more rubbery, a little bit more pliable, a little bit more better for longevity. But at the end of the day, you're putting a ton of pressure right here. Right, let me get in close so you guys can see. Right here, you're putting in a ton of pressure on this peg joint. And that's not what you want to do. You want to be careful, because if this snaps, you're screwed. And these are not hard. These are not easy to come by, these figures. So that's kind of a major gripe that I have with some of these figures. Like I said, some of these figures stand better than others, but it's just something that I have to point out as a reviewer. It is my duty to do that. It is my duty to please that booty. Anyway, as Shaft would say, but I'm not Shaft, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Just something to point out. Like I said, this guy's legs are very stiff at the ankle, which is great. Fine. I can fix that with some hot water, cold water, whatever, or a blow dryer, which I have handy. But it's, like I said, while it's good that the ankles are stiff for now, the hips are loose. So it's like one is fighting the other constantly. This one wants to stay put. This one wants to move. This one wants to stay put. This one wants to move. So it's like, come on, just, it's like the figure's kind of bipolar. It doesn't, it doesn't know what it wants to do with itself. But you can put all the pieces on. Like I said, I'll break this whole figure down really quick. Let me just get these out of the way so the camera is not focusing on everything else. Whoa, we got lag here. Whoa. All right, let me take that out, that off. All right, so there we go. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera, but there's one piece. You take that piece off. Then you have this cod piece right here. You just want to pop that off. You can pop the legs off of this. I'm going to wait on that until I get some hot water on it or some heat. You can disconnect this from this. I already showed you that the ankle can disconnect, and you can reconnect it. The ankles move and everything like that. There's the breakdown for that. The armor pieces are just attached to the back section here. Let me sneak my arm around here. There we go. And you just depeg them like that in the back, like so. Like I said, you can buy separate wings for these. So if you want to have a fly-in skeleton Legion builder, you can totally attach wings to this, and simply all you have to do is have this little adapter. That's what the term I'll use for it. peg it into the back like so, and then peg the wings in. So this is the wing adapter for each one. Now I said there's large adapter, and then you have the smaller hold adapter. So there you go with that. And then you have this other piece right here. I honestly, like I said, I don't know what this is. Someone in the comments, if you know, please tell me. That would be awesome. But yeah, that is the situation for that. Like I said, I'll probably know the next video because there's a lot more of these coming. So let me just depeg the arms. As you can see there, you can take the arms out. I've gone through this in the past with other Mythic Legions reviews, but I just thought I might show it because of the new body. So you can break this down. Like I said, you can remove that. You can remove it from the knee. You can remove it from the ankle. You can tear this thing down piece by piece. You can even remove it at the elbow and the wrist. So you can take the wrist, the hands out, or whatever you need to do. So there's that. Let me wet my palate. Cheers, everybody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to put her back together, or him, or whoever, back together here. Get that piece back on there like that. Actually, I should probably put the cod piece back on first. There we go. And then boom. And then we'll put our arms on. And be very gentle when you're kind of doing these. These are a collector's item. They're not they're not really meant for kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have kids and they're like, I want a Mythic Legion, I'd be like, I don't know if those are for you. Plus the price. Holy Toledo, the price. I mean, if you get a bunch of these, they're about $28 to $30 a piece if you join the Kickstarter. Like I said, if you want to buy them. Oh, and the neck piece did come out. See, look at that. But 28 to 30 bucks on the Kickstarter, 50 bucks on sites like Big Bad Toy Store. If you do happen to join their sales, they do have these like sales here and there. Those figures go really quick, and it's a very frustrating sight to see, having to deal with that. But I would just suggest that you join the Kickstarter. If you got a friend that's going all in, ask him if he can do that. That's what I did for Strident. I went all in with all of these. That's why I'm going to get the whole wave. And, you know, he was like, yo, just to save on shipping, can I just dip in with you? And I was like, sure, yeah, man, I got you. Got you, bro. But there you go. There is the Skeleton Legion Builder. That probably took longer than it needed to. But I wanted to explain everything in detail. So there's that. As far as the articulation does go, I guess I should show that before I put weapons in their hand, huh? Okay, we got a head that goes up, a head that goes down, a head that goes sideways, a head that goes the other sideways, and it turns all around. It snaps its own neck, and it dies on the ground. It does the hokey pokey, and poos in a shoe. I don't know what I'm going with that. Okay, the arm goes up, and the arm goes down. The arm cannot do a full 360 with this shoulder piece on due to the shoulder piece being on. So you have to take that off if you want to do it full 360. Single bend at the elbow. It does have a swivel at the elbow. And it's a little bit less than 90 degrees. Maybe a little, about 90 degrees, actually. I take that back. Swivel at the gauntlet. Swivel at the wrist. He does have a hinge joint, which goes forward and back. Or side to side, excuse me. Holy cow. Diaphragm joint on these figures. No diaphragm joint on the older guys. They only had an ab crunch, which was kind of a swivel and a crunch. Weird type thing. This does have a swivel down here as well at the waist joint. It can pivot side to side. And a little bit of, no jive turkeys. It's an illusion. It's just the head moving up and down. So no gobbledygookers. No jive turkeys. The legs can do the splits. And I'm trying to be careful here. There we go. Legs can do the splits. And as you can see, I'm putting pressure in. I'm pushing that joint in while bringing it down, so it doesn't put too much pressure on that little leg peg there. Not that I'm not saying you have to be delicate with these. I just don't want one to snap on me. That's all. I don't want to take the risk. But you do have a single bend at the knee. It's less than 90 degrees. It leaves you wanting. It really does. There is a swivel at the knee as well. We do have an ankle point the toe, point the heel, and we do have that Marvel Legends style ankle pivot as your crotch piece just fell off, and now he's exposing you all. Yeah, look at my boner. Get it? Anyway, okay. That was badjokes.com. Anyway, badjokes.com.org.net. I'm paying for that website. Oh. Okay, anyway. All right, so there is the Skeleton Legion Builder, and I promise you, I will not pose him this poorly in the future. Oh my lord. See, that leg keeps wanting to... You son of a bitch. I'm going to have to floor polish you. There we go. That's a little less mediocre. Little bit better than mediocre right there. All right, so let's get him out of here. We're done with that. I'm trying to be in-depth as possible here. If you guys have any questions, ask me, please. Anthony, what's going on? MG Villain, what's up? Try not to ignore anybody. Trying not to ignore you. I promise. I promise. All right, moving on. Let me put this stuff away so I don't lose anything, because the last thing you want to do is lose one of these some bitches. Some bitch. Some bitch, some bitch, some bitch. All right, moving on. We will do this guy right here. We'll do the Steel Knight. I believe that's the name of it. Steel Knight Legion Builder. Another army builder. We're only doing army builders in this episode. I want to get the army builders out of the way. So, and I don't have the whole shipment, so there's more army builders coming, by the way. But oh, I know, Oreo. I know. It's like, oh, this Mythic Legions talk has me tired. Anyway, okay, here we go. Here is the packaging. Very similar. They're all going to be very similar, except for the deluxe figures right there. But I'll give you guys a little shot right there of that, and the card artwork on the back. It looks so cool, man. So cool. Who could these guys be? I don't know. Maybe they're coming up. Maybe they're coming up in a future episode. I don't know. Maybe. But there we go with that. There's a little read up right here. You can, if you are watching this live video back, as I'm stop shaking the damn packaging in your face, you can pause it and read it if you want. But there you go. Let me get all this stuff out of the packaging. Really cool new style helmets in here. I am a big fan. I am a big fan. Okay, so let's get that packaging out here. We'll get you out of here because I already reviewed you. I'm probably not going to go through articulation with all of these since I just went through it with that one. They're pretty much all the same. There's not really any other points of articulation. They all have the same points of articulation. Range of motion is pretty much the same. Might be a little bit of a difference with some of the armor pieces, but you know, you get the drift for the most part. Like I said, if you have any more questions about anything, if you're watching this live, you can ask me anything you want while I'm reviewing this. That's the point of all this. I want to be interactive and I want to be able to talk to you guys. Dig the figure, bro, you said you were getting more. Yeah, I went all in with this wave, so I only got one box. I was sent a shipping notice of 2 more shipping notice. Oscar, what's up, man? I was sent 2 more shipping notices, so I'm supposed to be receiving 2 more boxes of these. Plus, I have some figures. Strident went in on this too, so he's got some within my order as well, so I have to ship those out to him. We're going to I think we're going to do a collaborative video with some of these figures. So we're probably going to do that as well. So some of the figures that I don't review, they will be reviewed eventually as soon as he gets his and I have mine, and we can do them together. It's something different that we both want to do, which a whole lot of people don't do. We're going to do a collaborative review together of a figure, of a couple figures actually from Mythic Legion. So, but this is just the beginning. These are only the Legion builders. So, and I know he didn't order any Legion builders. Okay, so with the Steel Knight, pretty basic paint applications here. It's basically just a silver paint. And that's why these are Legion builders. These are the army builders. They were a little cheaper. I think they were around the $22 price point. They don't have the paint apps that some others do. They have less paint apps, less accessories, but they are cheaper at the end of the day. They're a lot cheaper as far as a specialty item goes for your army builder. If you're trying to army build these, like I said, they're 20 bucks, 22 bucks a piece. So, yeah. So here we go. We have some new sculpting here. Obviously, this is a smaller body, and I brought this up in my unboxing video on the Strident page the other day, that this body, initially I thought it was going to be just like a female armor. So it's a smaller body, and you can totally use it for that. You can use this as like a female knight if you want to. Even though there's no boobage, that's okay. It doesn't. Not every armor for a female has to have boobage, you know. So, but what I'm going to use is I might actually use this for a squire, like a younger knight in training and stuff like that. So you can go that route with a teen body, or you can go the route of female if you want. So the world is your oyster. That's the coolest thing about Mythic Legions. Enrique, what's up, man? Just wow. Okay. Enrique is blown away by these. Just wait. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. This is only the second figure. So there's that. The head sculpt is brand new. You can remove this little piece. Like I said, it's modular. You can put a plume on there. So let's say you want to take the plume off of somebody else. I don't know who. Let's go with the Skeleton Legion Builder. You can put that plume from the Skeleton Legion Builder that I showed you previously, and you can put it on this one. The older plumes from Wave 1, Wave 1.75, Wave 2.0, you can't fit those on. The pegs are larger. I already tried. They do not fit. So just so you know. They do not fit. I'm talking too fast. Cheers. But it does come with the adapters for the wings in the back. So you can get, like I said, wings, obviously. And it also comes with this extra head piece, which is pretty awesome. Look at this. Look at the sculpt for this. Very unique. Very cool looking. So I'm going to pop that head off right now, actually. And we'll pop the new knight head on, which is, they're both new knight heads. They're both new sculpts for the head. But look at that. That looks pretty cool, huh? Pretty awesome. There's a little 360 no-scope. 360 no-scope action. Can you guys hear my dog nibbling? It's funny. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But as far as the accessories, the rest of the accessories go, he does come with a shield, which we've seen in Wave 1 and the other previous waves. It does have a little bit of black dry brushing going throughout to show a little bit of scoring, a little bit of weathered look for the shield. It's pretty much just a gray plastic, though. There's no paint apps on there besides the paint shading going throughout. A little bit of black dusting through it. Like I said, here's an up-close and personal look at the helmet. And there's not like a whole lot of detail going throughout as far as the paint apps go, but there is a whole lot of sculpting going throughout. And this is just gorgeous for a figure that's supposed to be just a basic no-name fodder type character. But that's the other thing, man. If you wanted to, let's say you wanted to make your, I'm going to make my own personal character, and I want my knight to have this loadout. You can also mix and match with the other knights throughout the wave to make up your own personal character. And that's what I did with all the previous waves. I made my own knight. And if you watch my previous videos where I showed some of my collection, you'll see that I made my own knight, and he looks hilarious. I even have my own custom head from that'smyface.com. It looks ridiculous. But here is the new head, and I just think it looks so cool. Like I said, you can tear this figure down like any other. The armor pieces just peg into the back. And for the most part, I got to say that a lot of the armor pieces do sit where they're supposed to. I think there's only like a couple that kind of have this little floating syndrome over the shoulder. But nothing a little bit of heat won't fix. So there's that bit of information as well. This figure's kind of basic, but I just kind of want to give you guys the overall look and aesthetics for this. So just taking the detail and whatnot. Looks really good. I kind of hope down the line, though, that we get some better sheaths and holsters for the Mythic Legions. I would like a full-on sheath sword. Now, it does come with some of the characters, some of the new ones, but it's few and far between. So it would be nice to get on the regular, get these holsters right here, or sheaths, and some actual real full sheath sword carrier holsters, whatever you want to call them, all of the above. But here's a look at the leg armor and stuff like that. Looks really good. See, look at even the detail. Even the detail on the back. I mean, this is stuff that they don't necessarily have to do, but I mean, they should. But not a lot of companies, the point I'm trying to make is not a lot of companies do that. Not a lot of companies continue the sculpting throughout the entire figure, even the back, where not a whole lot of people are going to be showing the back of a figure too much. That's why I kind of like laugh at some people when they're like, oh my god, you can see the pack hole in the back, and oh my god, my immersion is ruined. Immersion is ruined. I must type this up on the internet and complain about it. You know, but I know I sound like JP from friggin' Grandma's Boy, but you know, who gives a shit? It's a toy. Calm down. So I don't really care about that, but the sculpting work going throughout, that's beautiful. I mean, you can see even these little buckles right here. That is gorgeous. That is friggin' gorgeous. Even the buckles on the shin armor right here and the knee armor looks great. Looks so good for a basic figure. And this body is used quite a bit through this wave, just so you know. This one does also suffer from these very stiff ankle joints, but at the end of the day, he stands, or she stands, whatever your imagination wants to tell you. So there is the Knight Legion Builder. Let me get him holding his sword in both hands so you can see that. There you go. And they hold it in the other hand too. There you go. And like I said, they are using this new peg style technology. I don't necessarily like it, really, to be honest with you. But it actually doesn't hold it too bad. This one doesn't hold it too bad. Like I said, my Deluxe Knight Builder that we'll get to in a second here does have that issue, though, where the hands are too small. And even still, you can see it right there. The hand's not fully gripping it. So it's going to, over time, when these hands start opening up more, because that's just what happens with figures that hold shields, is that their hands, over time, get more and more and more and more spread out, and then they end up, you know, not holding anything. So you have to manipulate the hand again with using hot water, cold water. So that's the only major issue that the major issues that I have. I keep reiterating it. Excuse me. Can't talk properly. But nonetheless, still does the job. Gets the job done, damn it. Okay, moving on. Moving on to the next one, because I'm going on 50 minutes here, and I've only done 2 figures. Okay, enough of that. Okay, what should we do next? Oh, let me see. I think we'll do a vampiress. There we go. She is dope. She might be one of my favorites on this wave, to be honest with you. Let me find her packaging. Here we go. She is the Vampire Legion Builder. And, you know, for a Vampire Legion Builder, my damn, she looks good. Looks really good. Jet black design, pretty much. No extra paint apps on this. She does suffer from the floating. She's the worst one out of the whole thing. I can fix it, like I said, but she has got some serious floating issues going on here with the armor over the shoulder. It looks poo. Kind of pooey. But yeah, as you can see there, holy shit. And they just peg into the back, so it's kind of needs to sit like right. Sorry. It kind of needs to sit like right there, and it's not even close. So there's that. I mean, it's, like I said, nitpick gripe. Shh. But these sickle swords are sick. Sick sickle swords, bro. Sick sickle swords. She also comes with a shield. Obviously, the adapters for her back. I'm not going to show all of them. There's a holster. And here's an extra head. And we'll see this head multiple times with these figures. A spear, one of the old school swords that we've seen with the previous waves that we're used to. So they come with those. The spear that we've seen in the previous waves as well, and I showed you already with the Skeleton Legion Builder. But we do have these new sickle swords that she comes with. They look awesome. You can use them this way, or you can flip them around and use them the other way. You can use them either way you want. I like the way they look going forward as opposed to going backwards. It's just a personal preference thing. So if you like it going the other way, you're going to have it going the other way, if you want. Because I know I'll get one guy in the comments and he'll be like, your sickle sword is backwards, you idiot. You know? I'll get one of those. I always do. It's a thing. So, hold on. Let me get her out of the way really quick. Here is her clan sign. Here is the photo of her on the side. No read-up. There's not going to be any read-ups with any of these because they're faceless fodder people. Her, I feel like you could definitely give her a backstory. I feel like she's got enough going on here where you could probably make her into a character and give her a whole story and tell people about it. And that's the coolest thing about these is that being able to kind of create your own character. I can't stress that enough. That's one of my favorite things to do is constantly create characters and give them backstories and flesh out different things that you can use with that character to progress through a story, you know? Coolest thing. Anyway, here is the head. I digress. If you'll focus. Will you? Yes, you will. Okay. It's pretty much just a black plastic with some painted ears. And the ears look pretty good. And we'll see this continued, like I said, throughout the rest of the wave. This head is used quite a bit. It's kind of just like if you wanted to turn this into just like a faceless character, you could just pop this head off. Come on, girl. Work with me. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it all of the night. There you go. And now you have yourself just a regular, like a guard or, you know, army builder. Typical army builder. Typical army builder, man. Anyway. Stop being such a basic bitch. Sorry. Swear words. Swear words aren't allowed on YouTubes. Plural. They're not allowed. My kid is watching you right now, and you said the A word. Anyway. So, here we go. We have that. Pretty much is a black plastic for the shield. We've seen this design before in previous waves. A lot of reused parts here except for the head. And obviously the figure right here. The sword, the 2 sickle swords I showed you. Pretty much everything besides those 4 things I just pointed out to you right there is brand new. So brand new stuff. Love it. 2 thumbs up for that. Let me bring her in here and let me get these swords out of your face because... Actually, let me get these swords in your face because I want to show the swords first. And I'll just do 1 for now. We do have a little bit of the factory paint, chipping of paint. Factory paint, chipping of paint? Wow. Factory issue with chipping paint there is what I meant to say. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Whew. Anywho, going on throughout the sword here. Pretty cool looking. I love the design here with these. These look really awesome. And I mean, you can't just have her with 1. You gotta dual wield, you know? I mean, if I was creating a character, she'd be dual wielding. But it looks pretty awesome. I love the paint applications for the blade. And then we just have a black plastic for the handle. Looks pretty cool. And they're both the same sculpt, so I'm not going to show both. Here's another up close and personal. Nope. 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 Didn't work. Just didn't work. Nope. Nope. Didn't work. Here is the another look at the head. I just want to give as much time to these as I possibly can. And there is that beautiful head. Let me just pop that damn head off. There you go. Like I said, another black plastic with the helmet. And then the ears are painted, and the face is painted, and the fangs are painted. Looks really good. And the plume is painted also. We've got a purple plume here with some black paint shading going throughout to give off the look of the feathers. Looks really good. Very epic looking plume. I want to say the plume probably weighs more than the dang head. The dang on head. But I love this body. It looks really good. This is, I did show you this torso already. It was with the Skeleton Legion Builder, but I didn't have it displayed with the Skeleton Legion Builder. I had it in the flat-chested. This is the boobsicles are showing. Chesticles. Whatever you want to call them. Boobies. Babbies. But yeah, there is that. I mean, I don't really know what else to show you. I can't really show you too much of the detail with this because, I mean, it's all black and my lighting is fighting it. So is my background. So, Terry Turner, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? So there you go. Just take it in, man, as Chris Jericho would say. Soak it up. Soak it in, man. Looks really good. So, okay. There is... And she's one of my... I think she's one of my favorites, to be honest with you. I'm going to say that about a lot of these. Until I get my head out of my rear end and just, like, pick a couple. But, damn, she looks good. If I saw her charging at me in battle, I'd be like, nope, going the other way. Nope. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Nope. 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 Okay. But there we go. And I should probably do a size comparison with how we are. And we'll get her further over a little bit. And here is her stacked up to Sir Gideon's Heavens brand. As you can see, he's much larger in girth than this lovely woman. Or viciously looking lovely woman. undead woman is the term I should probably use. But there you go with a little comparison with that. I'll probably do a comparison of all the others as well towards the end as I bump the table. 10 points lost on the review already. 10 points lost. Yep. If you're rating my review, 10 points right off the bat. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. How's everybody doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? Oh, I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. Will they be? Oh wait, hold on. I got one from Tim's GTA. Excuse me. Holy Toledo, that was rude. You only have 7 of these coming from the first pre-order. Still looking for my shipping notice in the mail. It's coming. Don't worry. The 4 Horsemen definitely said it's going to take some time. I think they're trying to get. I think what they're doing is they're trying to get the big orders out of the way first, so then they can start with the smaller orders. I think they said it's going to be a 2 to 3 week span to try and get everyone all of their stuff. So I was not expecting this anytime soon. I'll be honest with you. I was expecting to get mine probably last. I was setting myself up for the worst possible case scenario. But, I was pleasantly surprised, a day ago. So my situation might not be the same as your situation. I don't even know how they're handling orders, so take what I just said with a grain of salt, please. But let me get the next person in here. Next character in here. And we'll get that out of your face so it's not blinding you. Blinded by the spear. But yeah, you should stay excited, Tim. It's going to be awesome. Will they be sold to the public, or is this just a Kickstarter? Nope, they will be sold to the public. They have pre-orders already up on Big Bad Toy Store. You might want to check storehorseman.com. Store and then horseman and then .com. Check that site. I don't know if they still have figures up or not. I think that they always have the birds up for sale. But as far as pre-orders go, there are new pre-orders coming out for the Berserkers and the Orcs, or the Ogres, excuse me. The Ogre and the Berserker are coming up. I know that there's a whole plethora of new stuff coming out. They have a horse coming out. They have a bear coming out. They have for steeds, exactly, for these guys to ride on. But yeah, I think it's there's definitely going to be, they are definitely open to the public. It's not only exclusively through Kickstarter. So you might have to pay a little bit more on Big Bad Toy Store, but they are all up on there right now. And I think they have a shipping date for December of this year. So if you do pre-order them, you will still get them, I think, December. If they change the date, it's due to me not checking that as of recently. But I remember checking back in July. And as of July, I know that was months ago, but they did still have them up for pre-order for December of this year. So you might want to get those in. They are $50 a pop. And I think the deluxe figures are $75 a piece. So you might want to either save up if you want to go the Big Bad Toy Store route, or wait for a pre-order down the road, but that'll take time. And you got to be patient. That's the thing. It's if you don't join the Kickstarter, you don't do a pre-order, or if you don't put in an order, you're gonna wait. That's just the kind of the name of the game. And I tried to put up, long story short, I tried to put up as many notifications as I could in the past about when the Kickstarter was. Especially, I think this was about a year and a half ago that this one went in. So I've been waiting a year and a half to get these, so, or about a year and a half. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, keep asking me, because I want to help as much as possible, give you guys as much information as possible for these. Okay, moving on, because I'm just a babbling dabbling. Bibbling dibbling. What is the scale? 6-inch. These are 6-inch scale. Here is a G.I. Joe. There's a G.I. Joe. That's a horrible place to put it, you dumbass. There we go. There we go. There is a G.I. Joe. These are 6-inch scale. Here is a WWE figure. WWE figures run around the 7-inch area. Here's an older Marvel Legend. That is not the way I wanted him to stand. Okay. There's an older Marvel Legend. There you go. Scaled. Scale. Check that shit off. Because it is done. And if you really want to see, there's Hyperion. There you go. You got your Marvel Legends and your G.I. Joe and your everything scale. Obviously, NECA figures are going to be taller since the WWE figures are around 7 inches. But there you go. This guy's really cool. This is the Vampire Knight. He is awesome. Love this guy. Love him, love him, love him. I want to hang out. I want to have a beer with him. Maybe he drinks Red Stripe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's take a poll right now. What beer does the Vampire Knight drink? Go. Does he drink a stout, an ale, an IPA? I don't know. And no, I am not drunk. I'm just having fun. This guy comes with 3 heads. That's amazing. 3 friggin' heads. Oh, I know Oreo. He can't believe it either. You hear him? He's huffing and puffing over there. He's like, can't believe that Vampire Knight comes with 3 heads. He also comes with the 3 adapters for his back. I'm not going to continuously show that because that's just pointless. If you've seen it once, you don't need to see it again, right? Mm-hmm. But here he is. Something with a bite. Ooh, the puns. Oh, the puns. I'm going to call you Rapunzel. Oh, more puns. More. Oh, no beer, just your blood, then run? Oh, no. But what if you have beer in your blood and your blood is like thinned out from the beer? So then he gets drunk. So maybe he only looks for drunk people. He feasts on drunk people. He's like, what beer did you have tonight? And you're like, oh, man, I had a fraggin' Guinness Blonde. And he's like, oh, I don't like those. Go drink another regular Guinness Stout. And then you go drink it. And then he's like, oh, now I'm going to suck your blood. And he sucks it and then he gets drunk. Maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I'm not a vampire physiologist. So, anyway, talking about Mr. Vampire Knight here. He comes with this head right here, which is pretty awesome. That is a good-looking head right there. Kind of reminds me of Man-Bat a little bit, doesn't it? That head. So is that head. Head? Head. Man-Bat, maybe. I don't know. Man-Bat? I mean, it fits the crime. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jesus. But the sculpt looks really good on it. I need to calm down. I need to go sit down somewhere. A Bloody Mary. Oh, I like your style. Yep. A Bloody Mary with blood in it. Yeah. And a little bit of hot sauce, I guess. Because that's a thing. And some celery. You know. I'm just talking. But here's the head. God. This is why my live videos are so long, because I'm just an idiot. Complete idiot. There's the head. I think you've seen enough of that head, because I'm just... And like I said, you're going to see a whole lot of these heads. And there it is again. And yes, I do moisturize, by the way. So, in case you didn't know, bro. Duh. Type O in Bloody Mary, of course. Yes, Michael. Type O negative. He doesn't. What if he gets a typo positive? Or what if he gets a AB negative then? And is he like, oh, I don't like that. Get it away. Get it away, Michael. Excuse me. AB negative. Who are you even? O negative only. Maybe he's an elitist. Maybe he walks around with his pinkies out. I don't know. Anyway, this is I've not even drank a whole beer, so you can't say I'm drunk because this is just how I am on the reg. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have shortened that word. I'm better than that. I know. A little bit of paint apps for the tip of the spear. Look at that tip of the spear. Look at that tip of the spear. Sorry. Okay, stop it. Black plastic for the pole section. I don't know. The shield is painted around the outside, almost outside. I'll stop and I'll wait for my brain to catch up. The outside of the shield is painted in a purple. We have silver painting for these little divots right here, or I don't know what you want to call that. But it looks really good though. I like where the purple is on here. It really does bring out all the studs. There we go. That's the term I was looking for there. Check my thesaurus in my brain. Anyway. Or dictionary. Dumbass. But there we go. The holster looks pretty good. I feel like this body should have came with just a holster attached to the belt. That you can remove, by the way. All of these belts, everything, I already showed it. Modular, blah, 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 blah. You know. But there's that. And then we have the nice purple painted throughout. It's very consistent. There are some differences in the tone of the purples. Like right here, this purple's a little bit lighter. This purple going throughout this portion of the shoulder piece is a little bit darker. And then we got like a darker shade right here, darker shade right there. And then you have a lighter purple right here, which actually really helps bring out the darker purples. So that's pretty awesome. I really can appreciate the differentiation throughout the figure. The head on him looks really good. And the neck piece is painted to match, obviously. There we go. So no issues there. Here is the headpiece. Looks really good. Beautiful black, or almost like a dark purple paint shading going throughout the eyes, underneath the eyes for the kind of like undead look. And then the white eyes look super awesome. Super creepy and awesome at the same time. And then the fangs. This is very fitting with October, let me just say. Very fitting. So, Spooktober! Here he's got the old sword that we've seen numerous times with the previous waves. Nothing new there. But I think it fits the whole Knight Legion Builder style. He should be coming with a rather large sword. Down the line, I would like to see them come with some lances. I feel like we haven't gotten any lances yet. We need it. Instead of giving us these spears for the knights, give us a lance, you know? We can call him Sir Lancelot. You can remove obviously, the little peg portion right here. You can remove that from his helmet, like I showed with the other figures. I just wanted to show it so you know. And knowing's half the battle, G.I. Joe. Okay. But really cool looking figure. Another one of my favorites, I think. I don't have Carpathius. I actually have him on pre-order from on Big Bad Toy Store because I missed out on him and he goes for like crazy prices right now. But I do have Carpathius on the pre-order and you can go get him. I think he's still up for pre-order through the All-Star reissued wave. So if you want to go check that out, you can. If I think of any more information, I'll try and dabble it in throughout the review. But there you go. He looks really awesome. I would definitely suggest picking him up. Definitely. Him and the girl. Both vampires. But there you go with him. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or want me to go through something else or show something else again, or if you think I missed something and you want to point something out, please do it. Please. It helps. I help you, you help me. We all live in the Partridge Family. Yep. That's where that joke was going. That's where it went, unfortunately. Unfortunato. Okay, next up, we have another lovely lady popping on by to say, what's up? What's up? But here we go. We have the Orc Legion Builder 2, the sequel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the sequel to the first Orc Legion Builder. And this is not wanting to stand because you don't have the card in properly. You fool. You dang fool. You are a dang fool. Welcome to a world where mythic legions live. Anyway, back to the story at hand. Here's the Orc Legion Builder 2. Orc Legion Builder 1 was a part of a franchise that... Okay. Anyway. I've got her with a new... piece right here. But before we get to that, and I'll explain all of that, where the hell that's from. Here is the photo of her on the side. There is her clan, which is a part of the... Oh, boy. Oh, Aether clan. Vorgus. No, that's not Vorgus Vermilius. That's, he's the Blood Knight. Excuse me. That is Gorgo Aetherblades clan. He is the leader of that clan, but he is not the overlord, I guess if this is the term that you want to use. He's got a boss. Gorgo actually has a boss, so that he answers to. But anyway, oh, I got to take those accessories out. This is actually not an accessory that she comes with. I just put it with her. I know it's rather confusing, but I'm trying to simplify things here. This is the way I wanted her to look for me. She does have the back. They all come with the back adapter pieces. I'm just going to say that so you know, so I don't have to point it out in any more of these. This way I'm not on here doing a review for the next 4 hours. So that's the only reason. But she looks really cool. She's got some new pieces on her that I haven't shown yet. But here are some weapons that we have seen in the past. We've seen this battle axe in the past with the previous waves. Nothing different here except for the paint applications. This is also modular, so you can remove that from the bottom. You can remove this from the top, or you can remove this from the side. And if you have another axe from the previous waves, you can put an axe blade there, an axe blade there, an axe blade there. You can switch up where you put these. If you want to have that there, and this on the top, and then this on the bottom, obviously, you could do that. Or if you want to have this on the top, good Lord, this on the top, that on the side, and then the spike on the bottom, you can do that also. So anyway, you want to do that. There's also some like rust paint shading going throughout, which is pretty cool. And then rust paint shading going throughout the spear. And the same old sword. That's going to be the name for this sword. The same old sword. So nice rust paint shading going throughout. And those are actually the weapons that she does come with. Now, this weapon is actually from the weapons pack, which I will get to maybe in another video, because this video is kind of going long, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So, but so we'll get to that in a different video. Well, I'll do a video tomorrow as well. So, but here we go. Here's what she looks like. Really cool. Let me pop this head off. She doesn't come with any extra heads or anything. She only comes with one head, but I think that's fine. This is the first time we're getting a female orc. which is really cool. The helmet is very similar to the male Orc Legion Builder. Let me stop shaking everything, and I'll try to hold this steady for you all. And here is the plume that came with also, it's just black plastic with a little bit of paint shading going throughout the plume. It's the same plume that came with the Skeleton Warrior Legion Builder that I showed you. But really good head sculpt. I really do like it. There's no eyes in the helmet, in the eye holes for the helmet. It's just black. But it works, I think. It's fine. Like I said, these are just army builders, so that works with that. She only comes with one shoulder pad, and that's due to her having, business on this side and party on that side. She's showing a little skin. But we also have a midriff, our first female midriff right here. And we also have some exposed legs, so we can see her skin tone, which is pretty cool. The gauntlets look really nice on this side, on that side, going throughout. Over here, the spikes are so much different looking. I was way too far away there. I apologize. The shoulder piece looks really good. Like I said, the shoulder pieces are all removable on these figures, which is pretty awesome. The upper torso piece is reused from the, let's see here, sorry. It's the same upper torso piece as this lady that I just showed you. It's just the lower torso piece right here that we have some midriff that others do not. So there's that. You can also have this, you don't have to have this holster around her waist. You can have it hanging across her shoulder if you want to. For her, I like it right there. That's fine, but you can have it hanging across the shoulder piece. So any which way you want to go that route, you can. We do have some new sculpting for the legs here, some different sculpting that I haven't shown you just yet for the armor for the legs. I think it looks really good. Beautiful design for the back of the boots. These almost like spurs sticking out. Looks really awesome. So I mean, if she kicks you gives you like a back heel kick, whew, that is going to impale you right in the eyeball. Really good looking back portion. All of the armor pieces going throughout looks really good. There is light dry brushing going throughout some of the armor. It's very light. It's not, doesn't show too well, but you do get that feel for a little bit of dry brushing going throughout, so that's good. That looks awesome. So there is the Orc Legion Builder, the sequel. I'm just kidding. Oh, God, she fell over. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh, my God, are you okay? But I gave her this because I just think she looks so cool with it. I couldn't help myself. She looks so good with that spear. And this is a newly sculpted spear that came with the weapons pack. It looks really good. There's a ton of sculpted detail going throughout this thing. It looks so chipped and cracked, and I love these leather wraps, and oh man, it looks just so good. It just fits the bill perfectly for her. And I just kind of got sick and tired of the same old with these. So, not that there's anything wrong with them. They still look good. They do their job. But these actually, I don't know. I just think it works for the character. So, or what I think that character should have. All right. So let's see. Next up. Trying to put everything away in a nice, neat, orderly fashion here before I let you guys go. Okay, next up, we only have 2 left, I think. Yep, 2 left. I am correct on that one. All right, we'll save my favorite for the last because I want to spend quite a bit talking about her. But here is the Dark Elf Wait, let me make sure that's correct. The Shadow Elf. See, I was wrong. The Shadow Elf Warrior. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I have him with his kind of basic looking head here. He comes with a same old sword. The shield, which this is has been reused. Spear that we've seen numerous times. Then he comes with an extra head. And obviously those ports for his back. Here is the newly sculpted elf head. Which, as you can see, obviously the face is different. But obviously the tooling was different for the face being shown and exposed. But the helmet piece we've seen before numerous times, like I pointed out in the past. So there is that bit of information for you. Face looks good. Don't have an issue with it. Don't have an issue with the paint apps. Like I said, it's a black plastic with blue paint and white eyes painted. Looks good. Looks damn good. And this is just the regular helmeted piece with no eye portion showing. Nice blue paint accents going through the spine or the center of the helmet. And then we have the blue painted ears for elves, which looks really good. I'm going to simply pop this head off. And as you can see, I gave him a shoulder harness for his weapon. Obviously, you don't have to have it cinched in the way I do, but I gave him this awesome new battle axe, and he actually does come with this battle axe. That's his major weapon right there. But look how cool this design is for the axe. I love this kind of almost spinal column style handle for the axe. It looks really good, and he's got almost looks like a little bit of a blade right down here. If you can see that. Let me take that out of his hands really quick. It almost looks like a blade right there, which is pretty awesome. That is really cool, man. I might actually go over this, and maybe I'll paint this silver. I think that'll look pretty cool. Not that every blade has to be silver, but you can have black blades. There's tons of knives that are black blades, but here's the business end of that section. Holy Toledo. Look how cool and unique this is. And this just really does fit that elegant, useful design that usually elves have. They have that elegance to their weapons, you know, where they look badass and beautiful at the same time, you know. But look how cool that is. It really does almost give off, and even in this section right here, right there, doesn't that look like your typical axe starting off right there, and then it just flows into this almost like a wave, you know? It's like a wee roller coaster or something. I don't know. It just looks so cool. But it's pretty awesome. I love the oval design right there. It looks pretty cool. Just nice. And this axe sits so much better in their hand than that other battle axe that they came out in the previous waves. Just so much easier on the eyes as well. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I think it fits the bill. And kudos to them to giving us a Legion Builder with a newly sculpted weapon. I think it works perfectly. So there's that. And I gave him his same old sword on the back, just in case. But looks really good. Now, his paint apps are a little bit darker right here. Let me get this battle axe out of his hand. I should have put it back in his hand, sorry. Let me get his arms down so you can see everything. As you can see, his paint apps are really cool. He's got this really deep, dark purple with bronze studs and studs right here for his... I mean, everything is just really brings out each color. And then we've got these blues right here. Let me fix his arm because that's bothering me. Oh boy. There we go. But look at the blues. It's the blues are this metallic blue, and then you've got this matte black with more metallic blue up here on the shoulder pieces. then you got his like flat blue skin tone, and it meshes well with the like really deep purple. The studs are bronze, everything. Damn, it just looks so good. Even the almost, I want to call these veins. It looks like veins going up his legs, kind of, but it's all armor. And it's that blue metallic, and it just kind of like brings your eyes down to the knee pads, which are metallic blue. Everything just on this figure flows so damn well. It's so aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It's like, damn. They really did the damn thing with this guy. They really did. I'm trying to fix his ankle, sorry. And that helmet just really screams elf to me. Doesn't it? Looks really good. I am really pleased with this figure. Okay. Awkward silence, but there you go. Awkward silence in 5, 4, 3, 2. But there you go. He looks really good, and like I said, you can have him set up any which way you want. If you want him with the spear, put him with the spear. If you want to have him with his shield, you can have him with the shield as well. There you go. Now he looks ready for battle. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. We are down to the last figure for tonight. And then we will continue this tomorrow. We will. And be sure to check out my Facebook page. And be sure to join the Strident fan page, which is mine and Strident's fan page, really. It's not really a fan page. It's a community page, so we can all just hang out. I don't even like that the fact that I just said fan page. It just fucking sounds pompous and annoying. So I apologize for that. But be sure to check that out. I'm going to have an unboxing tomorrow for the next batch, so you guys can also get a preview of those before I start reviewing those, which will probably be between Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to try and make this the next 4-day event. So it'll be all Mythic Legions the next 4 days in a row. Because I want to get this stuff done all at once. I want you to be able to, if you go back in my catalog for the last 6 years, you can see all 4 videos in concession of each other. So, but we are down to the last figure for tonight. And fittingly, it is the Deluxe figure. She comes with a ton of stuff. And man, I know I said I have a lot of favorites here, but whew, I love this figure. I just let me say that. I know it's a simple thing to say, but I really love this figure. I thought I liked the male Deluxe Knight Builder, but damn, this is done way better. In spades better than the male version. This is the one to get. I would say skip the male one if you only have money or funds for one, and get this one. Get it. Do it. But oh man, the paint apps alone on this are fantastic. She looks like she's gonna beat the shit out of somebody. Like, no joke. Going to destroy a whole bunch of people. Like, a whole bunch of orcs are about to die. And she's just a Legion builder. Her technical name is the Deluxe Knight Builder Set 2. And it says 2 because we had the male version, and now it's the female version. So I'm going to bust this open. This is probably going to be the one that I spend the most time on, because I'm trying to spend too much time on it, because I know people's time are precious, or is precious.
My precious.
But she comes with a whole gang of stuff, and I have to show it off. So, because you won't know unless I show you it. So I have to do that. She does come with some reused parts that we've seen in the past, but I think it's welcomed. I mean, she's a, like I said, at the end of the day, she is a army builder. So, but she is awesome. She is awesome. You guys are going to love this. It's the best part. I probably should have done this first, but oh well. Save the best for last, right? You save the best for last. For last. For whatever. You went and saved the best for last. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. I forgot how much stuff this is. But how's everyone? Is everybody priming up for Halloween? Because Halloween is my favorite holiday. I am definitely... I watched all 3 Psychos yesterday. Psycho 2, very underrated. A lot of people forget about Psycho 2 actually being a good movie if you get a point behind it. But it's really good. Don't sleep on it. Awesome movie. Obviously, you got to watch the first one. The original is the best. But Psycho 2 not far behind the first one, I would say. It went a little bit of a different direction, but it was definitely welcomed, I think. All right, she has a lot going on. It's not overwhelming, but she's got a lot going on here. There's a lot of stuff. Holy sheep shit on a shingle. She's got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. Now, you can mix and match. I mean, let me just count this off. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 accessories. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 accessories. She comes with 23 accessories. Let me say that again. She comes with 23 accessories. Can you name any other figure? Even NECA figures have not come with 23 accessories. Now, I'm not saying she's an accessory. It's, oh my God, just because she's got accessories, she's awesome. No, the body is awesome. And I don't know any other figure that comes with an extra torso piece, so you can swap that out. This ran me $45 through the Kickstarter. It's probably going to run you around $75. Just warning you right now. Just telling you. So I'm trying to be as informative as possible and truthful as possible here because I want to help other collectors out. So if you're on a budget and you want her and you missed the Kickstarter or you missed the pre-order, you're going to have to go through Big Bad Toy Store. And she's $75. So I think. I don't know if they moved her up to 100. I don't know. Hopefully not. If she's 100, I'd say pass. But, 50 sold. 45 sold. 75, if you got the funds and you really want to do it, do it. But, I'm just letting you know. Gotta let you know. But anywho, she looks really good. I love this mask. Helmet. Excuse me, mask. Whew. This helmet is my favorite. I think I'm going to turn this into her own character. She just looks too badass. Look at this. I just got to show you this head really quick. I have to do it. Look at this damn head. Look at that. Look at all the detail going throughout. And then how the gold brings out all of that. Where are my tweezers? This is when I need my tweezers because I can't hold the head properly the way I want it to. We'll just use my pointer here. There we go. That's better. Look at all of the interworkings and the sculpt work going throughout the rest of that helmet. It is friggin' awesome how much detail going throughout that helmet there is. And then how the gold brings it all out. And it's just simple. It's just gold lining. And then she's got this very unique design for the back of the helmet as well. And that even has sculpting inside of it. With a little gold stud in the center. It looks so damn good. It's best helmet for her. She does come with the other... She comes with 4 helmets total, which is crazy. Just crazy. Crazy in a good way. We're going to see this helmet with a specific character, so I didn't include this with mine, and I think... But we'll get to her later. I'll explain her and all of that. You can swap out the neck piece and the torso piece if you want to, and you can even give her the armor that goes with it. So here's her little crotch piece or cod piece, whatever you want to call it. And then she also has these shoulder pieces that match as well if you want to have, you know, the whole matching armor thing, which is what knights used to do. Matching armor and whatnot. And there's the helmet. You don't have to have this specific one on there. You can take it off if you want to. It is a tight fit. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo. But there you go. The neck piece is removable as well, and it comes with 2 neck pieces. So you have so many accessories here. It's crazy. You have this helmet that we've seen with the Steel Knight. Then you have this helmet that we've also seen with the Steel Knight. And they are a different paint shading. And there's also, like I said, since this is the Deluxe Knight, it comes with better paint apps. So you've got the little gold studs. You've got the different type of, like, it's almost like a charcoal, darker gray for the helmet, which is really cool. And then I just showed you that one. There's also some gold studs going throughout this helmet as well. So they really wanted to make her special. And then here's that plume that we've seen with the Vampire Knights. And there it is, if you want to have her with this on there. Or if you wanted to use this extra piece, since you're not going to use it and you want to use it that one, or if you want to use some of the other heads, you can take this plume and put it on your Steel Knight. If you wanted to, you know, maybe make your Steel Knight look a little bit different, which I will show you right now. There we go. And look it. You just took a simple figure and made it look a little bit more of an eye pop. Since like the whole figure is kind of just like a silver, now you have a little bit more of an eye pop. Looks pretty awesome. That plume is friggin' epic. But there you go. You have the option to do that. That's the best thing about, you know, modern action figures. The options, man. The options to do all this stuff. She comes with this kind of cod piece or crotch piece, whatever you want to call it, with gold studs. It's kind of like a leathery armor. And then I showed you this piece already, but I'll show you again. That blue metallic with gold and then charcoal gray. And then here's the upper torso again, just to show you so you see it. And we've seen this with the plethora of a couple of others that I showed you, like the what was it? The female sickle sword, dual wielding sickle sword vampire knight, Legion Builder, whatever you want to call it, all of the above. And then we also have this long, we saw this with the Templar Knights in the previous waves, this kind of like huge, kind of old school, medieval times style spear axe thing. I don't know the technical term for it. Please don't beat me up in the comments for it. I just don't know. But it looks cool though. I like it. Let me see if that is... No, you cannot remove that. Don't do it. But you can remove this if you want to. And she also comes with an axe piece, and you can put that axe piece on the top of this if you want to. Make this into like a big like mace, long elongated mace. You can also remove that top of that mace and put this top of this on. We've seen it before with the previous waves. I believe this mace actually came with Sir Godfrey. So there's that bit of information as well, if you wanted to use it for yourself. I didn't get to her clan insignia. Her clan insignia is Sir Leoser. Excuse me. Mr. Leoser. He is kind of the big goody good in the land of Mythos. That's the term that they coined for it. Here's the same old sword. Here's the knife that we've seen in previous waves. Nothing new here with this knife. The battle axe, and I showed how modular it is, so you can take this little spike off and you can pop that piece on. Now you have a double-sided axe. We've seen it before. Nothing new here. It does have some paint shading going throughout. All of them do. The same old sword does. The spear does as well. It's like this rust style looking paint applications, but it's welcome because we didn't get any paint apps on the majority of the other Deluxe Legion builders. It was pretty much just like a plastic, silvery plastic type look with the previous one. So it's a welcomed difference in the newer ones, seeing as I'm guessing that their funding was a little bit more with this, since they changed some of the plastics and they're a little bit more durable with this wave. I'm guessing that they're starting to flourish a little bit, you know. Okay. The shield is my favorite, one of my favorite parts. Besides the helmet, I love this pattern, this checkered pattern. It looks so good. I love that it clashes, the checkers clash with the stripes, because it just like, it's such a good, it just looks so good, damn good together, I think. The stripes with the checkers. But, yeah, it looks so dang good. I love it. You can give her this shield if you want to. This is kind of that gladiator style shield. And the other coolest thing about this wave is that you're going to have so many extras. And if you have some of the previous figures from the previous waves and you didn't like what they came with or whatever, you can always take the extras from here and apply it to the old figures. Now, some of the heads, I'm not sure if they will fit the old pegs. Let me try with Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand real quick, if his head will come off. Oh, of course, the whole neck piece came off with the head. Maybe I'll do that in another video, because I don't feel like dicking around with his head right now. But she looks really good. Let me get her with all of her stuff off here. There you go with that. And then she's got her sword here. Well, let me bring her in all up close and personal like. She does have this blue stripe going throughout. It's just like a flat blue. But down here, we have a nice, beautiful little bit of black spackling, and kind of like she's been through, I don't know, maybe this is like dried blood or something like that from a previous battle or something. That would be pretty awesome. But she also has some of it over here. But as you can see, it's not synchronized to the other side. The other side's kind of clean. So we got a clean side and then the dirty side. Like she was maybe swiping at someone from the left or the right, actually, and the spackle got on this side. And down here, it looks like she's been through a war or a battle or something. So there's definitely some sort of backstory with this character. Like they've been through battles, and pretty cool to just add that in, you know? The charcoal gray is consistent throughout the body. It's pretty much the base for the figure. And then we've got the added extra detail. It's almost like a teal or a turquoise color going throughout the rest of the body here, throughout the armor, excuse me, I should say. We have it right here. It's like a metallic turquoise going throughout over here and there, mixed with the gold. It looks really good. I like that everything just doesn't just match. Like they have different colors that kind of bring out other colors. Like you've got your metallics that are bringing out your flat colors. You got your flat colors that are bringing out your base colors. You know what I mean? So everything is just really working well. And then in between the armor pieces, you've got the chainmail painted kind of like a bronze color, which is just, oh man, it flows so well. That's the best thing about Mythic Legions. I mean, if you get a character, a specific type of character, or if you get a Deluxe Legion Builder or any type of character that has paint apps on them, they're going to look good. And even if you get the base one, if you are remotely good at painting at all, which I am not, but if you are good and you are talented that way, you can take the base figure, paint it up, do little details like they did, and make it into an awesome looking, epic looking figure. It just looks so good. I love this armor. I had to give her this armor over the, the torso piece that's used multiple times. But you can go that route if this is what you like. But it is reused quite a bit throughout the wave. I'm just letting you know. But this looks unique, and it's not used. I don't think it's used on any other color or any other character besides one of the Templar, the Deluxe, or no. It's a Templar Knight that is a character. I can't remember her name. I think it's like Dathmeria or Dathma or something of. But she's a Templar Knight is the point I'm trying to use. There's the point I'm trying to make. Excuse me. Blah, blah. Been talking too long. I'm sorry. I know I'm babbling. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really pleased with her. She's got the same type of articulation as all the others do. There's no difference in them. Same hindering points where they are hindered, and the shoulder pads. You got to remove the shoulder pads to get the full 360 rotation. Same stuff here and there. I'm mostly trying to show you most of all of the detail going throughout. The legs are kind of reused in other places. Like we've seen this with hold on, let me grab the female. We've seen this with her. She's got the same legs, the lower portion from the knee down. Actually, I want to say the whole leg is reused, but it works. It doesn't look reused. Your first glance, it's like, oh wait, that's a new leg. No, it's not. It's just painted different. But it works. On the back, you even have the continuation of this cloth piece for the armor continued on the back. Awesome. I love that they got the little leather pieces right here, the little straps connecting as well. Looks just really good. So, but there is that. There she is. Just a walking down the street singing, I'm gonna cut your head off and put it on a pike. Oh, she's yeah. I mean, she's a brutal one. She's gonna cut your head off and put it on a pike. That's rude. That is rude and discourteous at the same time. Nope, don't want it. Don't need it. Don't want it in my life. But anyway, that is going to do it. Over 100 minutes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't tell me that was 7 figures. 8? Wait, what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I digress. I'm going to bring everybody in here really quick, and I will close out for the night. If you guys have any questions, just ask. Please ask away before I end the video. I'm trying to help you guys out as much as possible and have fun doing it at the same time. But here we go. I'll bring her up here. She is awesome. I really like him too. He is so cool. Oh man, you knocked her over. And I could just see, I gotta fix her ankles. I could totally just see myself doing some photo ops with her and her right here. I could totally see that happening. Get her arm out of the way. There we go. That's much better. Whoop. Okay, there we go. And then we'll bring in him or her, whatever you want to call it. Trying to get it so everyone's in the shot here. Wanting to grab Sir Gideon over there. There we go. Sorry about that. And then we'll bring in old skeleton man here. Skeleton person. And we'll put him over here. There we go. And you can't even see him. Great job. Great job. It's kind of hard with all these armor pieces in the way and everything. Let me get her turned around so she's facing you all. And there you go. That is my review. We'll get to the weapons tomorrow. I do have I think I got every, yeah, I should get one of every set, obviously. But yeah, that is it for all of the Legion builders. I know this is a very long, in-depth video. I tried to answer as many questions as possible with trying to entertain at the same time. So I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys did too. Like I said, stay tuned. The next 4 days is going to be all Mythic Legions. I'm going to try and get these done as fast as possible for you without spamming the shit out of your notification boxes. So please leave a thumbs up. It's free. It helps my channel a lot. Comment as much as possible on the video after, or if you're watching this after my live review, please do comment. It helps my channel grow. If you guys like the content and you want it to grow, do that. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm really not. If you haven't subbed, please sub. It's free too. Hit the bell twice for notifications. This way you get all of the notifications. That's the way YouTube works now. They changed it up. Now you have to hit the bell twice. So do all that if you can, if you want to. Not forcing you to, but you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for everyone that stopped by tonight. And you guys have been awesome. I'll be back tomorrow. Another live review. Probably around the same time. We'll do it probably around 10 o'clock. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.